Hey there, Virgo. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Virgo, this is your mid-month of May 2025 read. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross Watcher, if you're here, welcome as well. Discern the messages accordingly. I hope that you're all doing well and fantastic. Personals are open and available. That information in the email is found in the description box below and the About section of the page. I look forward to connecting with all of you, as always. And then, what else? Thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, and commented. Of course, the channel memberships are open. There you'll find some other content that does not get posted here publicly to the channel. It's not expensive. It's a very easy way to stay connected, get additional messages, and help you on your personal journey. Virgo, the one thing I heard is that you need a reprieve. It's almost like you need a period of stillness. A lot of you could be really busy, and that busyness is coming from a place of like trying to keep yourself away from insight, is what Spirit is saying. Look at that light changing, right? We had a storm here yesterday, knocked out a ton of power, trees down, of course, go figure. And then today, like, it's beautiful outside, but it's so windy. And the sun is coming out and going in. It's really a very beautiful day, but that wind, as we know, can be extremely powerful. Maybe some of you are dealing with an air sign, by the way. So, I don't know, something to that effect as well. So just be aware. Pay attention to the masculine energies, Virgo, coming into your life. Pay attention if you are a masculine energy. This is North Node sort of thing, but part of going, I don't know, I'm just giving you what Spirit gives to me. The part of that North Node for you, Virgo, and it's funny because Virgo is sitting in the South Node as I say that, right? Part of that is about you understanding what the purpose of your North Node is. As you go through some trials and tribulations, you may be feeling like you're hearing the word no a lot. And literally, I went to set the deck down and the shadow card came flying out from underneath the bottom. This is you needing to integrate that shadow side. And I think that Virgo, you know, I'm not trying to beat you guys up by any means, but there may be a point here where the birth in itself of who you need to become is extremely fucking painful. I'm light, dark. And as I say that too, like looking at the shadow card, 38, there it is, the light, the dark, the in-between, right? And some people, Virgo, you may be calling somebody out, or somebody could be calling you out on needing to integrate that shadow side. The womb. You may feel extremely uncomfortable at this time, or it's coming by the end of summer, where if you're in the, Northern Hemisphere. So I could say, August, September, by the time your birth season rolls around. If you're not uncomfortable yet, you're going to be uncomfortable. You may find that over these coming months that is the point of really being uncomfortable. Like, I could see some of you looking back next year to this year and going, that summer sucked. But you finding an understanding of why it sucked is what I'm hearing, right? But it's looking at it with introspective hindsight going, man, that was rough. But look what it did for me. Look what it is doing for me. Look at the things that are changing for me, because I have various viewpoints that were not the same as they once were. And it's something about the communication too, Virgo, that blue chakra energy, right? Throat chakra energy is really highlighting specifics for you and how you communicate with others. Take it. Sublimation. That card comes out quite a bit, and this coming out in the reverse, and then the new pearl coming out kind of wonky. I don't know if with these that you can really say up or down. Look at this, earth energy, Virgo. Are you too much in your earth energy? And that's really how I feel about this when I'm looking at the way that the dynamics of these cards are playing out. You've got two different decks, both with earth energy, both with that circular mother of life work. The pearl, the womb, is where, what are the odds that these two cards would look so similar to one another, really, in the grand scheme of things? The way I'm seeing this, though, is like I'm seeing this card in motion, as if this bar to this pyramid is sitting dead center going through the pearl, not just behind it. And it's almost like you could twirl it. So it's like if you were to take something and like run it around your finger kind of thing, or like your ring, you would swing it around your finger. If it's like that, it's not necessarily the fact that it would be like a ring or anything. It could mean something to you, but the moral of what Spirit is giving me is that this is what is circulating around, what is continuing to be twisted, what is like this continuous turning of energy. You know, this here is like a diamond shape, right? So that's air energy as well. And then this vessel, which is the feminine body itself. The vessel is what we pour from. Some of you could have very, Spirit saying, distorted relationships with the feminine qualities, either of the self or the feminine qualities of divine feminine energy that you're dealing with at this time. I'm hearing for some of you, it may feel like they pull you down. It's almost like they can be, it reminds me of somebody who could be, I'm going to say even addicted to women, right? Addicted to that feminine energy, that motherly energy, the beauty of the feminine body. And that can create some structures that create other problems. So this could be for, if you're not dealing with another person, Virgo, this could be a little bit of vanity. It kind of gives me Cancerian energy. It doesn't have to be. But it's kind of like worrying about outward appearances, the physical body, what looks good, what looks appealing, what smells good. It's all of those tangible things that earth elements represent, right? So it's kind of like, what does it look like in this light? What is the photogenics of it in this light? How does this look? How does this smell? How does this taste? It's like fine quality stuff, needing the finer things in life, but realizing that that is not nurturing of the soul necessarily. So I hope what I'm saying to you, one, it's a very profound message, and two, necessary. Three, the way it's coming through is more of a spiritual, hey, pay attention to this, than this is maybe a daily or weekend, next 2 weeks kind of message, as it is preluding into all of the things that are to come in the next couple of years for you, Virgo. So there's a big message in this. Can you hear the wind? I know you have to be able to hear the wind. I can. It's crazy. I'm watching these trees and bushes just flutter around. All right, I want to look at the sublimation for you in her terms, and I've read this so many times you think I'd have it memorized by now because this card continues to come up, but I don't. Just watching the wind blow. You know, Virgo, you could be sitting in the middle of what feels like a shitstorm or a windstorm in your own life going, what is going on around me at this time? High alert, paying attention. You may be looking for somebody also, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You may be looking for somebody. Spirit's saying don't look too hard, you'll trip. So I don't know what that means either. It's kind of like pay attention, stay in your own lane. Somebody could be looking for you as well. Do you hear this wind? Holy smokes. This is crazy. The poor birds are just zipping. All I can say is if it takes the trees, I hope that it goes over the embankment. It's crazy out there today. Anywho. Sublimation is elevation, rising, and flight. It is the greatest alchemical operation of air. And I said you could be dealing with an air sign, so heads up. It occurs when there is enough heat to change a solid substance into a gas, causing it to rise up, and away. Therefore, when sublimation is present, there is an aspect of celebrated elevation, of ascending above and gaining a greater perspective. Birds, I just said the birds were flying. Birds in flight, mountain peaks, ladders, and balloons are all sublimation images. As with all the operations, sublimation has a shadow potential. Through ascension, there is a risk of separating from others, of sensing oneself higher and or above. This risk is particularly great in spiritual traditions that offer a linear model of achievement. Your job, Virgo, is to be of service to others and to service of yourself rather than service of the tangible world. And Spirit's just telling me to stop. Like, I don't need to read anything else about that, but it's like stop. So whatever it is that you're doing, Virgo, stop. And it was funny, as I was reading that, all of the wind stopped for a minute, and now it's picking back up again. So whatever it is, just stop yourself from continuously engaging or tripping up or tripping over things I'm hearing from Spirit, it's really not your problem. No matter what you say, no matter what you did, no matter what you do, it's not your problem anymore. I don't know why I'm telling you that. You would know, right, better than I do, but that's the importance of Spirit the rest of May. All right, Spirit, what else for May, for the rest of May, the remaining of May for Virgo? Neptune, Vision, future North Node. And I said your North Node, and it showed up, right? It's about where you're going, Virgo, in the long term. The womb does not sit outside, it sits within. So it's like if you were to look at a feminine energy or a female, right? We'll just use the body as the example, the feminine body. When you look at a beautiful human female body, right? No matter size, color, age, race, all the things, there is this beautiful, beautiful person that sits outside that we can see, we can look at, right? But where life is created, thank you, Spirit, is on the internal, the womb itself. It's an internal aspect of self. It is within the heart. It is within the vibration of melody that sings. Sings a new song, Spirit is saying. Again, birds, they're reiterating, birds, songbirds could be of significance for you. This is where life is sustained. And some of you may be looking, Pluto, rebirth, like birthing. Some of you could be having children, right? Could be having children. Some of you could be looking for a new home, new places. Some of you could be moving further away than you first anticipated to, and that could be causing a lot of friction. Some of you, I really do feel like wherever you're a part of it as we speak, in the next year, year and a half, maybe two for some of you, you may just have nothing to do with any of it anymore. It is a complete separation of oneself from all of the things that provide tense spots in your life. It is like feeling your muscles in knots. It's walking in the room. It's dealing with things that, it's like you engage because you know how to, not because you want to. I hope that's making sense. So why this right now, Spirit, for the sign of Virgo? Why this right now? Activate, because this is the start of this for you. Virgo and Pisces, you guys, oh my God. Pisces in the North Node, Virgo in the South Node just happened in January. Anytime, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Scorpio, Virgo. The 17th of any month is like an activation portal right now for you. And I'm going to say now through September, pay attention. 17th through the 19th, add to or take away to, they're saying. So 15th to the 19th of any given month, mid-month, is that mid-intersecting point for you as each sign changes. Right, so it's like at the end of each, it would be like the third decan of every sign, you're going to see some implication to how that particular sign is affecting your life. And when I say affecting your life, it's not about 1313 on the clock. It's not about a person with that sign. It's about how the energy of that sign is affecting you for the next 12 months. Why it's starting in Taurus, Gemini season, I'm not real certain. But for the next, Taurus specifically, right? Because you think about it, Aries is the beginning of the zodiacal year. But for some reason, it's like you had to kind of sit and rotate from the point that Pisces and Virgo went into the North and South nodes, and now things are starting to shift. Things are starting to change. You may see and feel pushback in different ways. You may be dealing with things that you didn't think that you would have to deal with. You may be fighting in partnerships, and when I say fighting, it's just like a feeling of great resistance to. It's like you're trying to do things and you're not understanding why it's not working, or you're trying to do things and you're like, what is happening here? Like every time I feel like I'm taking 13 steps forward, I'm taking 2 back. Why those numbers? That's what Spirit gave me, right? But you're going to start to see a pattern in this, Virgo, that whether you like it or not, you're going to start to see a pattern within the self as well. Like this is going to be a real big time frame for you moving forward and going, shit, I've got a lot of things to look at. The light comes to be, like it's shining light on you. This activation is to literally check in. I want to catch up, make sure you're doing well, and see where we stand. This is all the lies that you've told yourself about the people, places, and things around you that you thought would be beneficial in the long run, or that they would play a particular role and or aspect based upon the way that you saw them, or Virgo, the way that they've seen you too, right? So flip the roles as it applies. And I'm telling you, this is all about your future leverage for what's to come in life. And it says our paths are destined to align, though the purpose may still be unclear. Things are changing and shifting, and this is a complete redo of life. Like if you had to hit the reset button, like this is the reset button. When I said earlier too, like our electric was out yesterday, I come home and the clock on the stove is like 0000, like a complete reset. Virgo, this is your complete reset moment for a new creation of life. So I could say buckle up, buttercup, because it's necessary. Let things happen as they need to. Virgo, if you want to dive deeper into your personal situations, again, email is in the description box below. Please feel free to reach out. I'll get you all the information for private readings and all the other services that I provide. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I hope this reading was helpful or beneficial or provided some sort of validation to Spirit why things are the way they are right now. And I hope you guys stay well, take care of yourselves, sending you much love, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.